Hello, my pretties. It is time for Scorpio January 2020 reading. Chandra here, and I have a quick housekeeping announcement. I've decided to use the Vice Versa Tarot for all of my tarot readings, so if you'd like to request clarification or read with a different deck, please feel free to message me in the comments, and we will get to that. Now, for Scorpio, I've got your cards pulled, and we'll go ahead and jump in. We start off with the Three of Swords. We have the Sun card, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Hanged Man in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Temperance card. The Temperance card is also Sagittarius, which I have not read for yet, but I will read for next. So you may also wish to read, to watch that video. Also, I've referenced you in a couple other readings. I think Libra, Virgo, and Cancer maybe. So you may also wish to watch those. But we'll go ahead and get started here. Three of Swords being a three-party situation, and everybody in that three-party situation doesn't necessarily know they're in a three-party situation. However, I will say that this one is a little bit different from some of the other three-party situations that I've read, because I will already tell you with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it seems like we have a little bit of a stalker vibe going on. So not necessarily everybody is dealing with a three-party situation, but there's definitely an interference in the relationship, as in someone's watching and doesn't necessarily have your best interest at heart. With the Sun card, again, we have this is very much, whenever I get these two cards in the same reading, it's very much of somebody is watching. In this particular case, though, it's more so they're watching from up here, right? And you're down here, with like guides almost being protected, but that somebody definitely has like an eye on you, and they're just like, come a little closer. I'll like start to mess with you a little bit. So if it's almost like they're energetically like pushing you, like just hoping you'll fall. We also have the Two of Pentacles here, and the ships are coming in the background, right? But he's not really watching it. And if you look at his face, he almost looks like he's like, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe there. He's like anxious. It's almost just like, help, I can't stop dancing. It's like he's doing this song and dance and trying to keep everything balanced, but not really feeling it. From the other perspective, we can see like that he has an audience. So it's part of this is like, I can't keep calm, I can't stop dancing almost. But very much that, so it's not like you don't know that this person is watching you, but your ships are coming in the background. And then we get back to the Ace of Cups, where we have that energy. But also, I will say with the Ace of Cups, right, it's the beginning of a new relationship. Either a new relationship or a new chapter in the relationship. So the way that the relationship is developed, right? And so now it is that, but somebody's also watching this, and you're well aware that they are paying attention to what's going on in your life. And this is where it gets interesting, because we have this Four of Swords. So this is my Nero fiddled while Rome burned card. So there's some sort of action that you're not taking in regards to this situation that is, I want to say, not protective. Especially when you look at these cards together, right? How are you going to be sleeping when this is happening over here? How are you just going to be dozing and your city's on fire in the background? So it's, in this situation, think about your partner, the person that you are in a relationship with, and how do they feel about somebody else having their eyes on you? And that's more so the energy that we're looking at. We then, oh, also we've got 4-4 in here, so check out your angel number 44. But here we have like dancing off into the sunset, right? So like things seem like they're fine, but then we go into the Hanged Man, right? Change of perspective. And that's where we come back to, how does your partner feel about somebody else having their eye on you? And we have this removed mask. We have this sickle. So it's almost like you reap what you sow. There's the Scorpio energy down here. And then there's these two dudes who are over here watching this dude hang upside down, and they're not doing anything to help. So there's a little bit of, outside of this, other people are aware of what's going on. It's not that they don't necessarily want to help. We can't judge their motive, right? But the other people are aware of what's going on. And I don't know if anyone's really talking to you about it, Scorpio, because it seems like you and your partner aren't even having this conversation. And there's something that's concerning there. Ultimately, though, we have the 10 of Cups energy here. And you can see this is actually a reference to the Ace of Cups. Yeah. This same scene up here and here. So it's like working through this and getting the communication piece sorted out brings you, you're leveling up, right? But in a good way, with that initial relationship energy in mind. And then when we see that, we come back to the 2 of Cups. And it's interesting because the other side actually has a reference to this on it as well. But I think in this way, this is a little bit more idyllic. And this more so takes that naive relationship view out of it. And there's some kind of healing in the relationship, right? It's more so that there is a stronger connection. There's what, as you go through this and you are able to communicate through this difficult time and get to know your partner better and understand the feelings that they have and where they're coming from, it strengthens your relationship. We then come to the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. There's a Leo energy in the background. There's also an eagle, which is wish fulfillment on the back. But we also have the lilies, a different kind of lilies, but balance. And I think I was telling Taurus in their reading, you can't drink from an empty cup. So it's like in order to have this, you have to care for yourself as well. It's not just a matter of how your partner feels about things, but really evaluating how you feel about things. Specifically this, how do you feel about that? And having the clarity to address the situation and understanding how you feel so that you can talk to your partner about how they feel. Because I don't get the impression, like, it's like you're aware of this, your partner's aware of this, but nobody's addressing it, and that's why it feels that 3 of Swords energy. But really, the other person isn't physically interfering. It is an energetic interference. So you're both aware that there's this other person out there. Yeah, it's kind of a deceptive energy, the King of Wands. So this, and of course that's Scorpio there. So maybe it's a little bit of self-deception even, and not having that full awareness around what's going on, or the, I want to say enthusiasm to address it, which may actually leave your partner feeling like you don't care. So maybe they're not really saying anything about it, but there's jealousy. We have the Death card here. So, Scorpio, a little bit of self-deception happening here. And you're like, nah, it's fine. And it's really not. But also, not only would it close this cycle out and strengthen the relationship, but it would give you inner peace. So, Scorpio, I hope that this was helpful. And one thing, I actually just turned over the Four of Swords, and I would say the other energy, this is the opposite energy. It may seem like he is still sleeping here, but I think of this as more, this is more contemplation, with like the swords aren't hanging so much over him as behind him, whereas in this case, they're hanging over him and the city is on fire. I mean, there's still different perspectives to look at it. So keep in mind that this isn't just affecting you, even though like it may feel like it's your situation to deal with, and there's like other people watching, and the way that you handle this situation is going to impact other people. But prioritize yourself and your partner if that's what's most important to you, and then address the issue. Scorpio, I hope that this was very helpful, and I will see you next month for February.